Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about Battlefield 3
on
and
console.
Yeah, basically why Battlefield 3 kind of sucks on console, which a lot of people really like this game. So we like the game. We think the base game is good, but the functionality of the game on console is not. Unless this is just some weird issue we're experiencing because we play on backwards compatibility, but a lot of the times backwards compatibility plays better than the original 360.
Yeah.
And this is on Xbox, so leave your comment about how it's because we're playing on Xbox. Yeah. I mean, actually, I'm sure it's good on PC, but I'm sure it's also bad on PS.
Yeah, but still, we're talking about, backwards compatibility. Literally, every single Call of Duty game that's backwards compatible works fine.
Yeah.
Or sure, obviously, matchmaking and stuff like that.
Every game that's backwards compatible works fine.
Except for that.
Yeah, well, this game, it's not because it's backwards compatible. That's just the way it was on the original also. It's just, this game is good. The base game, as we said, it's good.
The multiplayer's fun.
It's really fun. But the issue with the game is that the way it was ported to console is so bad. There's this awful motion blur the whole time you're trying to play the game. The FOV is tiny. And
jumping over
and just
objects.
The frame rate is horrendous.
It's
really
bad.
Sub 30 FPS most of the time.
It's awful. It just doesn't even function on console.
Yeah,
it's just,
some people will be like, oh, at least it functions on console. No, it doesn't. It malfunctions on console.
Battlefield 3 malfunctions on console.
And just the settings are not where they should be.
No, like the controls.
Like the controls are so bad.
Yeah, and the controls are really weird. Like B and like all these buttons are.
And I know
really
you're like, oh, that's a relic of the time or whatever. This is a game from 2011. We figured out how to make controls by 2011.
Mm-hmm. And so we're gonna talk about that. All right. So the first thing.
And just overall, like the way it feels with thumbsticks is not great. I'm sure it's better on PC. Bad. But it just doesn't play well.
Yeah, it just doesn't play well on
It's very awkward to aim and shoot. I'm sure if we played it enough, we'd get used to it. But I don't want to get used to garbage.
And stuff like...
Oh, yeah, the resolution, it's so bad.
Oh, yeah, the resolution is really bad.
It's like 7... Is it even 720p? I wouldn't be surprised if it's sub 720p.
Mm-hmm. And so, this is another thing that's like, even getting the game is a hassle.
Yeah, even playing it is, like, the multiplayer is really a hassle.
So, when you first get it, you basically have to go through this convoluted, menu. The menus aren't that bad, but still, you have to go and get this weird, multiplayer pack. It's basically like an add-on.
It's an add-on to play the multiplayer, which is what everyone wants to do anyway.
Yeah,
and I remember when I first got it, I couldn't figure out how to play the game. It's multiplayer. Yeah. Took me a while.
Yeah, it took me forever.
I don't know if that's just because I was retarded when I first got it.
I doubt it. It's so weird because it says you have to get it, and then you have to make a purchase of $0.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
Whenever I see that, I'm, really worried that it'll actually charge the card or something, because even though it says $0, I'm pressing the button that says purchase. It's kind of like... Oh, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Why am I literally pressing purchase on a $0 item?
Yeah, but that's literally the first thing you do, and besides if you want to play the campaign, which I'm sure the campaign probably isn't that great.
Yeah, I haven't heard. I mean, it looks neat, but most people say it's not that great.
Yeah, it's literally when you think of Battlefield 3, you think of the multiplayer. Some people even forget it exists, like me.
But. It's just kind of insane that lots of people who play this game on console think it's the best Battlefield game. Just from a purely technical standpoint, I don't think it could be considered the best Battlefield game.
Yeah, it just can't be on backwards compatibility. And even then on Xbox 360,
it's the same. It's the same on Xbox 360.
Yeah, but even though obviously Xbox 360, it's still I'm sure it's probably even a little better. It still probably isn't that amazing on console.
What do you mean? It's not better on X. It's the same game. We're playing the same game.
I mean by the time, the standards of time.
Oh yeah, that's true. The standards at the time were not as high for the 360, but still, there's plenty of games I've played that we played MW2 on the 360 back in the day, and it looked fine.
But then when it was backwards compatible, it improved.
Yeah, it improved.
It looked better.
So if this is the improvement, I can't imagine what the regular version is.
Unless they just didn't.
And keep in mind, we're playing on the base Xbox One, not the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it's probably a little bit better on the Xbox One X, but I don't know if it's going to be that much of an improvement.
Yeah, 4K.
I think they touch up the visuals a bit.
Yeah, but I'm sure probably 4K.
But it's going to be upscaled, so it's not going to really be 4K.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be 4K 720.
Yeah.
You're going to be saying 720 at 4K resolution.
And just the frame rate is a huge issue. We brought it up earlier, but I want to stress again, the frame rate is below 30 most of the time.
And yeah,
and for me, a PC gamer, it's like I usually play at least on 60, and it's kind of really irritating to play a game below 30 FPS, and just 60 FPS is the standard now.
Yeah, which is...
And even back in the day, a consistent 30 FPS was still the standard, and Battlefield 3 can't even achieve that.
Yeah, and for the motion blur, which because of how much stuff happens in the motion blur, and when you get shot, your entire screen fogs up.
Oh yeah, so the resolution is already terrible, and then your screen's fogging up, and there's all these effects, and it's like they're pouring a bucket of Vaseline all over everything, so you can't see, and it's just really frustrating. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment what you think of it. I know a lot of people like this game. The game's good.
Yeah, don't worry. We're
we
saying
do think the game is good.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun
when we can play it.
Yeah, when we can play.
Like occasionally you'll get a match where everything just goes right, and even though the optimization's terrible, it's still fun. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Check out our other videos. Like the video. Leave a comment. Whatever. All that stuff that makes the video appear more often. Whatever. Thank you for watching. Bye.